Howdy, howdy. We are back on hashtag Taylor's Star Trek mission. Miss Taylor is watching all of Star Trek for the first time in release order. So tell us about watching Star Trek 4, The Voyage Home for the first time. Or as a lot of people like to call it, the one with the whales.
It was definitely the one with the whales. That is definitely the most memorable part of this movie. I thought it was kind of silly that the first contact these aliens had were with whales, and then the problem that they've occurred is that there's no whales to communicate with this alien. And so their solution is to go back in time to find these whales so that they can communicate with the aliens. And I thought it was kind of funny, like there's a lot of side quests. They're in the past for a very long time with like no urgency to get back to the issue at hand. And that the only whales that they're interested in are these whales at the aquarium. And then like, they have all these issues to get these whales, and there's probably like hundreds of thousands of whales like that they could grab from the ocean. So I thought there was a lot of side quests. It was a little whimsical for me. I did think it was good.
Yeah, but you did not seem to like it as much as most people do. I think it really caught you off guard, the time travel and kind of the comedy romp in the 1980s instead of dealing with the crisis in the cool sci-fi future that you were used to with Star Trek.
Totally. And also it's such an unserious movie in comparison to The Wrath of Khan and The Search for Spock. Like, you go straight from those and they're coming home from this journey where it's been very serious, and then all of a sudden it's very lighthearted and it's sweet, which I think is good.
Right. Yeah, I think it kind of needed that.
Yeah.
Like, you kind of need like to let the audience recover from the last two movies, you know? It's like we need a break.
But it did feel a little bit like Whiplash. Like, it was very different from what the movies
big
were.
Tonal shift. On rewatch, you seem to appreciate it a lot more now that you know what to expect with it.
Totally.
We actually watched Star Trek's 2, 3, and 4 back to back to back on the same night. So you saw all three of those for the first time on the same night.
Man, we peaked at the first one, and it just went downhill after that.
But you still thought all three were good.
Yeah, I would say good. But Wrath of Khan is still, the best.
Right on.
Cool.